Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are here with another episode of our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. As you can see, we've got the new sponsor on the car, looking very nice. I do like it. It's a lot more sleek than the Avenza logo, so I like it. Fits on the car quite nicely. So today we'll be heading out to Azerbaijan around the Baku City circuit, but activities wise, I'm definitely going to start focusing a bit more on, getting Joe a bit more, built up, I guess you could say. Getting him, getting the pace upgrades up and all of that, getting his stats up. That's what I want to say, but also obviously still working on the car. But I feel if we can just get two really solid drivers, me obviously, I'm amazing, so I don't really need to work on that. But obviously, if I can get Joe to be really strong, then he can drag the car up the grid just like I am at the moment. A little bit. Obviously, he got points last race. We both got points last race, so that was great. And hopefully that trend can continue for this episode. But going through the timeline, getting some sponsor money there. Get our gearbox durability upgrade, weekly resources and money and everything. We get that upgrade, but now there it is, to head out to Baku. We are the third worst team on the grid, but we're actually, it says we're ahead of AlphaTauri on the table, but I think they might have some upgrades coming into Baku which will bring them back ahead of us, but not much we can do about that. But hopefully we should be able to fight back pretty soon. But weather forecast is going to be basically the opposite of Monaco. It's going to be raining towards the end of the race instead of dry towards the end of the race. So yeah, going to have to try to get the best out of that. AlphaTauri have jumped us, but let's get into qualifying, see what we can do, and hopefully we can get a good result. I do tend to find that I am pretty quick around Baku. We finish our first lap. I'm not awfully showing that. We go 18th, which isn't awful, but I would like to be trying to get through into Q2 realistically. And I do that on the second lap. I go P14, so that if we can stay there, that'll be enough to go through. But we're not in P14, but we're just in P15. We get through. Joe is he's about like a second off of us. We'd have to go a second faster really to get through into Q2, so he was a bit off the pace there. But in Q2 we go P13 across the line initially, and then I bin it off into turn 1 when I was going to go for another lap, so I ended it there, and it's P13 by the end of it. So there it is. That's where we'll be starting. I'm pretty happy with that. Anytime we're getting through into Q2, I'm very pleased. So yeah, hopefully it can be a good result. And to be honest, only 2 tenths faster and we would have been through into Q3. But yeah, let's go to the race and just see what we can do.
A warm welcome to all of you watching at home to today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama. A 4th row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as a pole position would. And remember, in 2017 and 2018, both Lance Stroll and then Sergio Perez took surprise podiums here. The Baku City circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and is made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town, and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge, where the smallest of mistakes could lead to catastrophic consequences for all of our drivers. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Bottas, Max Verstappen and Albon, Perez, Raikkonen, Stroll and Pierre Gasly, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, Byrne and Norris, Magnussen, Ocon, Daniel Kvyat and Carlos Sainz, Grosjean, Joe, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Next race, let's make sure we get the result we deserve.
Yes, make sure we do that indeed. I really do hope we can get into the points. Definitely off the same P13. Gap 3 positions should be pretty damn easy. It's just when we get to the rain, I'm not too sure because I'm never good in the rain around Baku. I've had a lot of rain races here and it's never turned out good for me. I'm always really slow, so hopefully we can just make up a bunch of time in the first stint. Here I'm just trying to work out what I can do to get the best strategy to coming into the wet, and I was thinking if I just go hard tyres on the first bit all the way until the rain, switch onto the inters, easy. And I don't expect, because it will always show the rain's going to come a lot later than it actually is. On here it shows it'll probably be around lap 17. I bet it's probably going to be around lap 14 we're going to get rain, so the hards really should come in, clutch, so we don't have to make a two-stoppers. Here we are going to line up on the grid. Obviously Daniel Ricciardo just up ahead of us, and unfortunately Joe's quite far down the grid, but hopefully can make some moves. So here we go. There's the light, and now coming up, see what we can do is we go to 5 red lights here at the Baku City Circuit, and away we go. It's not a great reaction time there to the lights, but we get a pretty good launch, pulling alongside Ricciardo, looking around the outside of Giovinazzi. Can we get it done? Oh, he's swerving big time. I had to back off there, but we made it around Ricciardo really easy. He didn't really fight us too much. It's Gasly and Giovinazzi again, really touchy there, and I'm trying to look to get past them, but right behind us, Joe, off the line, he's made some insane moves from P20, and he's already up into P13. Well, he's fighting for P13 with P14 with Magnussen, which is insane. As here we come down to just the end of the straight, and he's still going side by side with Magnussen for that P14. He's really trying to fight with him for it. As then Magnussen gets an off exit, and Joe's done it round the outside. Lovely racing there from Joe. It's amazing to see the AI and especially our teammate be able to make moves like that. So that really filled me with confidence, as I'm just trying to defend from Ricciardo here. As you can see, we've lost a bunch of time to Giovinazzi and Gasly. As you can see now, Joe, as Ricciardo got a bad exit there, he's having a look up his inside. Can he get it done? Oh, not quite, but hopefully soon enough we'll be able to do it. As Ricciardo once again looking for a move around our outside. Not going to work there, buddy. I'm going to make sure you're not getting that move done. But we do stay side by side, coming down into turn 2. Not a great corner to go side by side into. It's almost put him in the wall there, but we're just staying clean. And I think the Mercedes engine will just beat out the Renault engine there. And there you go, we're up. But now Joe's looking for the move from Ricciardo, but he makes a big mistake there. As you'll see here, he would have had the move done, but he just went to go for it on me as well. And he messed it up, so that's annoying that Joe couldn't get the move done on Ricciardo. He could have easily had it done, but he was just a bit stupid. But now, as Ricciardo flies past us, so does our teammate. We've actually been passed by Joe here, only for a little bit though, as we're going to be on the inside here, late on the brakes, just get it stopped up for the corner, squeeze out Ricciardo and Joe, but we've had a whole pack behind us gaining in. As Ricciardo's looking for the move up our inside, he makes a little bit of contact with our rear wheel. We just keep it ahead. Now it's coming to the end of the straight. He's still piling on the pressure, still saying side by side. We're going to just about be able to swing it around the outside, but I'm really having to fight for this P12 here. There's now Gasly has actually come into the pit, so we're going to jump up to P11. So everyone on these soft tyres, which unfortunately Joe is, Ricardo isn't. I think Ricardo's on the same strategy as myself, but unfortunately Joe, he's going to be pitting in soon, as now we have even more people pitting in. As there's a yellow flag behind, as Ricardo's got past us, and we're going to have to slow up as there's a virtual safety car. What's happened here? It's Carlos Sainz who's out. Let's see what's happened. He's going for the move on Ocon, and he's lost it, and he's put it in the wall. Oh my god. Freak accident for Carlos Sainz. He had DRS open and just flicked it round way too much. Here we see, you'll see, he just flicks it too much, loses it, has to correct, and yeah, round he goes into the wall. That's not fun, and yeah, it's just ruined the front end of that McLaren. As now Joe's actually lost 2 positions, because he just got caught out coming down into turn 1 with the virtual safety car. But at the end of the virtual safety car, I pull alongside Ricardo. It ends at the perfect time. It's just when we're getting the power down, and we're actually going to get the move done up the inside of Ricardo at the perfect time, right at the end of the virtual safety car, and we get it done just before coming into castle section. Amazing plays there, just getting the perfect end to a virtual safety car, but Ricardo is coming back at us very quickly, as we're going to go side by side down the straight using the overtake button, but it's really just not helping against DRS, because we're just going to have to sit in behind as I look to go very late and swing it round the outside. Can we get it done? Not quite, but we do have some people coming out the pits just up ahead, so it's P9 and 10 for me and Ricardo as we fast forward a bit. Still sat right behind him. We're going for a move. I almost did what Sainz did there, as I lost it a little bit and I had to correct it, but I managed to save it and not put it in the wall, and there you go. But now we have a yellow flag behind us once again. I wonder what that's about. It looks like it could be a Williams, and yeah, I think it is a Williams. We'll see which one it is in a second. George Russell is out of the session, and you can see here, oh, he's cut the corner there, and yeah, I think he doesn't have any engine power. I think his engine's just gone, and he's going to have to run on, because the AlphaTauri of Kvyat and no, not Kvyat, that would have been Gasly and Latifi go through, but now Kvyat's going for a move on us, so we're going to jump a couple more people in the pits, as Joe also comes into the pits. As you can see, it's getting quite dark now, but Kvyat's managed to get past us here. But we're going to look for the move round the outside. Can we get it done? Just about getting a way better exit than Kvyat, and we're back through on the Russian. But now you can see here, very dark, and I'm asking Jeff for the weather, and it seems that we're going to have rain very, very soon, as now we actually see the first rain spots coming down on lap 10, when I was more expecting it around lap 14, like I said at the start of the race. So the rain coming in very early, is now Jeff saying rain for the next 15 minutes at least, so I think that's going to be until the end of the race really. But now Kvyat's going for a move up our inside, and Ricciardo's looking for around the outside, but there's no room there. Can we get it done around the outside of Kvyat? Just about. No, not quite. He's going to keep it in there for a little bit, but we're just going to make him mess up there. Put on the pressure, he messed up, we switch it back, and we're back through on that AlphaTauri. But at the end of the straight, he's still putting on the pressure. I'm really struggling to hold him off now, but I just get him, keep him back off, away from us, as I keep on asking for the weather, but the dries are still the best tyre. But I don't think it's going to be long until the inters are going to be the best tyre, as now Kvyat's pulling alongside us once again. I don't know how the Honda engine is outpowering us at all, and we have overtake button on as well. We've given it everything. We managed to just stay along with him and go super late, and I don't know how I got this stopped, just about. And we're back through, but really, really having to fight with Kvyat here, like not giving an inch, either one of us, as now he's going for the move up our inside, and he's just got such a good run. I don't have the overtake button to really use, as I'm going to look to swing it round the outside. Not quite. Can I get him back though? up the inside here. Is it possible? No, not quite. We look for it. Yeah, but we lost the rear a little bit there. As Jeff said, it might be time to come in to change. Now I definitely think it is, because Perez has absolutely done us there. So I'm struggling for grip so much as we come now into the pits. But yeah, I was struggling so much for grip by this point. So we're going to come in for the intermediate tyres, and hopefully we can have a good pit stop. As Perez goes in there behind, well, comes in there just in front of us, now behind. Can we get a good pit stop? Decent. No, it's not. It's 3 seconds, and we've been held as well. So Ricciardo and Perez have both done us, and we've lost like 3 positions there. Well, we lost, well, 1 position really to Ricciardo jumping Perez, and then we got held, but we'll get back up into the points after all of those people coming in the pits for their intermediates. But you can see it's very wet now. As we move to lap 17, Lando Norris is behind us, Perez and Ricciardo have just gone away. There's a safety car, and now I checked all through the grid to see what this was for, but at no point was there a pop-up someone's out of the session. There was just a safety car, right, for no reason it seemed. As now we're right up the back end of Sergio Perez. We're on lap 19. But yeah, there seemed for no reason the safety car came out. So it's going to be 6 laps. Just full wet, well, not full wet conditions, but very wet conditions as safety car's coming in. I'm trying to get a good start out of it, trying to put alongside Perez as it comes in, getting on the power, trying to set up and move around the outside of Perez. Can we do it? Late on the brakes, and here you're going to see I also go for the move from Ricciardo, and I swing around the outside of both of them, and we've made up 2 positions there in one out of the safety car. You see Ricciardo went to move to the inside, but Perez was there. I was around the outside, and he just got pinched, and we're up at P7, just like we were out at Monaco. But Perez and Ricciardo both really just piling on so much pressure. I was struggling so much in the wet conditions. I didn't know what to do, to be honest, as now Perez is going for the move up the inside, trying my best to defend it, but look how hard it was for me to turn in. I lose the rear, almost come together with Perez. We're going to stay side by side, but I think he might just get it done around the outside. No, not quite. I clipped the inside curb and squeezed him out there. That wasn't even really on purpose. I didn't mean to squeeze him out so much, and I have taken wing damage there from that little bit of contact with Perez. So that's a shame. So that's definitely going to hurt us. He's going for a move up the inside there. That just shows how slow I really am in the wet here. I'm just struggling so much. Just don't know what to do, to be honest. I'm losing the rear like out of every corner. I'm giving it absolutely everything. It's now coming on to lap 24. Perez is up the inside. I'm trying to hold it around the outside, but we're gonna just keep it in there, staying side by side with Perez, giving it absolutely everything. I'm gonna go for it around the outside. Come on, give it power. I just managed to beat him out there, but I think it's not going to be long for him to fight back. No, it's not at all. He goes for it right back immediately. I think this could be the move where he gets it done, not leaving us much room, but we do to him what we did to Kvyat in the dry. Just managed to get him around the outside, but I'm giving it everything here. Absolutely everything. I'm not giving up. But he's just putting on so much pressure, I just don't know what to do. I'm really trying to keep it ahead of him here. So we're going to continue to go side by side, but here comes Ricciardo as well. And Verstappen's also gaining on us, and we're going to get done by 3 people into the first corner, and they've all done us. Can we get around the outside of Verstappen though? Staying on the power, giving it everything. Come on, no. Oh no, Verstappen's done us. But can we get the better exit? We go for a bit of a switch back. Power down. Come on, Mercedes versus Honda. Oh, we've lost out to all of them. We're in P10 now, but I am going to send it on Verstappen into turn 3 as he looks for a move on Ricciardo, but we make him have to back out of that one. Back up into P9, but yeah, we've lost out there to Perez and Ricciardo. It was only a matter of time, really, until they got us. And now, here on lap 25, Verstappen still piling pressure on top of us. So we're going to go side by side down the main straight, coming down into turn 1. Maybe just be able to fight him off, can we? Stay up the inside, squeeze him out there, and boom, we're just holding on here for P9 on the final lap. But now, coming down here, Lewis Hamilton takes the win here at Baku. So we almost put Verstappen in the wall, but he's just got the better exit, and yeah, there he goes. It's now Norris is putting on pressure, and I was like, no, I am not going to finish in the points. I will have 1 point this race at least. As we go to the end here, and there you go. Finally, the race is over. P10, only 1 point, but every point means so much now. Finally, our race is over.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Now, that was a really, really tricky race as Lewis Hamilton takes the win, followed by Vettel, then Leclerc. Bottas just missing out on a podium there. Yeah, Verstappen, not very good from him, P9. He was probably hoping to make up a lot more positions in the race. Another solid result from Kvyat in P6, obviously got driver of the day. But P10, still 1 point. Can't complain, we're on a run of points finishes at the moment. Joe made it up into P19. I think he just fell off after the safety car, well, virtual safety car more. He just got a bit messed up and he couldn't really do anything about it. So, and had to do this 2-stop strategy. I feel people on the 1-stop really prevailed. So we dropped down to P16 in the standings. So we're just ahead of Joe, but still, we have points. That's all that really matters at the end of the day in the constructors. We stay P9. AlphaTauri overtake McLaren there, and Mercedes. They don't have an awfully strong lead because, I mean, it's just Bottas hasn't really had a great start to the season, so they really had to be relying on Lewis. I mean, I only gained 3 by the end of it, but in the dry, the car felt great. Yeah, probably a Mercedes. I wanted to compliment their drivers just so I could hopefully one day maybe get Leclerc or Vettel on the team. And, you know, it really messed us up, but I had to be, optimistic about it so the team wouldn't feel too bad. No problem, Claire. So, rivalry-wise, we did beat Giovinazzi this race, but our rivalry doesn't actually change, and I think he might have won it by the end of this race. McLean goes up quite a fair bit there. Obviously, points finishes are always good. Almost $500,000 for sponsor bonuses, and in total, there's another 90k there. So we had damage. So 2.9 million. Pretty damn happy with that. That's quite a fair bit of money, so can't be too mad. See, next time will be Canada, but R&D wise, we don't have many R&D points, So I don't really know what I should spend it on. Maybe upgrading the engine, to be honest, because Mercedes are top of the league at the moment. Like the Edge Mercedes team. Obviously we have a Mercedes engine, but we need to upgrade it ourselves. But just downforce wise, we're just not there. So get better drag reduction. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you're notified when the next episode is out. Next one is going to be a very fun episode. Canada, definitely one of my favourite tracks on the calendar, so I'm really excited. And we're almost halfway through the season, so yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.